Guys, so as you can see, we've got this brand new engine air filter to install today. Very simple DIY. This will probably be the easiest DIY that you ever do on your BMW, but still very important maintenance nonetheless. And I can't believe that I haven't done a video on this yet, but I figure better late than never, so let's get right into it. Now I went with a MAN filter just because that's the same brand that I use for my oil filter as well as my cabin air filter, and it just seems to be a pretty respected name within the BMW community. The first step is to simply locate your engine air box. It's going to be on the driver's side, right near the front by the headlight. So the first step in removing the air box from the car is going to be loosening this screw that holds the air box in. It's just a flathead screwdriver, and then you'll also need to undo this sensor in order to release the air box. Next, just disconnect these rubber tabs on the side here and get them out of the way. On the side of the airbox, you'll notice these two 10mm bolts that hold the whole thing in place. Just unscrew those, and with everything else disconnected, this whole thing should just pop right out. As you pull the airbox out, just be very cautious of this hose right here. These are pretty fragile. It's just a little plastic connector right there, so just be mindful of that as you pull the airbox out. So taking a look at the airbox, it's got these 5 torque screws here on the perimeter. Just take those off and then we'll have access to the air filter on the inside. All that's left is to put in the new filter, put it back in the airbox, and stick everything back in the car. Probably the most difficult part of this whole process is trying to reconnect this rubber hose that's on the back and clamp it back on, just because it's kind of a tight fit, and again, this part here is very fragile, so you're being careful of that, so just take your time with it. Alright guys, well that's all there is to it. Pretty simple DIY. I feel like if you can change your own oil, you should be able to change your own filter. It's approximately the same skill level and really doesn't take all that long. So again, the link for the filter is going to be down in the description if you want to get the same one I did. Just be sure to double check the make and model of your car. Obviously 3 Series use some different engines, and I'm assuming that they have different filters, but the link is down below. Just double check the fitment, and I'm always just kind of surprised at how clean the filters are when I take them out. In other cars that I've had in the past, the way that the air ducts or whatever were designed, you take the filter out and it would just be caked with like dirt and leaves and all this weird stuff. But the filters on the E90, E92, they stay pretty clean, but don't forget to change them. You still have to do that. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Alright guys, so I did get those adapters in the mail for the fog lights. These should be the right ones. I'm really hoping, because I don't know what else they would be, but that's what's in this package. And I also got this box in the mail, which is the new kidney grills. So let's open this up. And I don't have time to mess around with this stuff today. I'm kind of losing daylight right now, but I do want to open this box and just see what these look like. No, they're not. Alright, so as you can see, we've got them on the bumper. But just like I suspected, the hood isn't actually going to close properly without modifying the top. So what I think we're gonna do, I don't know, you think we can just saw that off?
I'm sure we can.
So let me see. There's really not that much that would even need to come off. Just that little tiny part on the top, and then everything should just sit flush. So that's going to be the next project. Like I said, I don't have time today to mess around with this, but that's what it's going to look like, just to give you an idea with the double slots there. Alright guys, well that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Look forward to part 3 of the bumper install, the finale, where everything is complete. That'll be this weekend, and again, the link for the air filter is down in the description. Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, so I was driving home and I couldn't resist some pictures here at this location. I've actually driven past this spot probably for the last 2 years, and I've always thought, oh, it'd be so cool to get some pictures there if I was there at just the right time. So I just happened to be driving by as the sun is setting, so let's get some photos here.